Well, I'm heading towards the burn. Cherry bubbly. Tastes like a cherry had a fart in a bottle of water. Oh my God. That is not very good at all. Oh. Well, it's all I have, so beggars can't be choosers. We're talking about the aged racehorses here. A lot going on this week. A lot went on, obviously, this week, and a lot will continue to go on at the stable. So let's get right to it. First horse on our list is Brave World. Brave World qualified grade 54-4, I believe, 28 and a piece on the end of it, but was good. So Harry's going to enter him next week. I don't know where he's going to enter him, and I'm not going to say anything to him. He wants to race him in the B tracks, fine. If he wants to race him at Mohawk, then that's fine also. He fits in on Winners of Nothing, so I suspect he'll probably race him at Mohawk. Canadian Titan is getting ever so close now. She hasn't been to Mohawk yet, so I know a lot of people are saying when. Just relax. She hasn't been to Mohawk yet, but I suspect within the next week or so, Harry will have her over. Maybe go a mile in 2.7, 2.8 with her. I think they've been in 2.12, 2.13 in the jog cart at the farm. So I'll give you a more in-depth update when he gets real close. He's getting close, but has not been to Mohawk yet. Compass Rose DC is back jogging with Jason. Jason said she looks like $1 million on the track, both her and Globetrotting. So the rest definitely helped both of them, so I'm happy for that. Cavill Hanover, a little flat in both his starts for Irv. Irv said he a little sick the first time. The second time he got run into, my brother Mark was driving the horse. He said that Jason Bartlett clipped him coming out of the hole. Told him to pay attention out there. So Cavill Hanover is going to drop in class. I know Irv said he wanted to give him a couple of weeks of stiff work. I guess maybe he thought he needed a little bit more work. So I'll see if he's in to go this week. I asked him to elaborate, but Irv is a wonderful gentleman and a very good trainer, but he is a man of very few words, much like myself. So Cavill Hanover hopefully will be in to go this week, if not next week. Cruising in Style, I was informed by Mark that he drew the 8-hole again. What are the odds of that? 2 8-holes in a row. It didn't work out so well for him the first time. Hopefully he gets a little bit better trip and isn't burned up so hard getting the lead or leaving out of there. Not an easy horse to say, we'll take him back and race him from off the pace. Yeah, you might do that on paper, but when it comes to reality, Cruising in Style is not the type of horse you can just take off the gate and race him from off the pace. Very ornery horse, very headstrong. He's been like that since the day we broke him. Don't believe me, just watch. As I said to everybody, is headed to Travis Henry's barn. Him and his wife, Maddie, will be training this horse moving forward. I guess, for the next little while. I told him if in 2 weeks you want to return him, feel free. He'll be allowed to. Otherwise, good luck with him. Globetrotting is not starting back training yet. I told you, take your time. This is her 4-year-old season. I want this done right. I think this is a very, very, very good horse. You know, I think we forgot how good she was at 2, because at 3, she was just okay. She went at 55, but, you know, was sporadic and wasn't sound the whole year. We gave her more than enough time to get over any injuries. We're going to take our time with her getting her back, and Globetrotting, I'm hoping, will have a huge 4-year-old season. Miss Brampton Beast, just really finding a tough spot to find a race for this filly. I'm going to find her a spot this week. It's going to be in a lower end claimer, I guess. I'll get her moved one way or another, but she's just not panning out. Just always seems to be between, and it's frustrating to watch it unfold, and to be a part of it is extremely unnerving. Oso Pine, nothing unnerving about him. He has been lights out since he came back to Jason's barn. A second, a third beat a neck, and 2 wins. Big win last night, looked great. He's going to take a gigantic jump in class his next start. But James says he's good right now, real good right now. He said that was a huge mile over the track last night. The track wasn't the greatest, so I'm impressed. Let's know. I'm impressed with Oso Pine, and can't wait to see him next week. Let's see what he can do. We're going to see soon, because this will be the highest class he's ever seen in his life next week. Patha Totality's coming back good again. Jason's happy with her. He told me he figures she's about 3, 4, 5 weeks out, but training well. Rooney Blue Chip, winner his last start. I love Rooney. I mean, we've been trying to sell him. I can't feel. It's just one of these things, I think, where you try to sell something, nobody wants it. You don't want to sell it, and everybody wants it. We've been trying to sell Rooney Blue Chip, but people keep lowballing us. I'm not going to give the horse away. He's actually back on the top of his game and looking good. I suspect he'll be one of the favorites on Wednesday, and I suspect he'll do well. So if you want him, buy him. If not, we'll race him. It's pretty much the stance we're taking on Rooney Blue Chip. Spend That Money was great the other day. Finally got her where I think she's comfortable. She will have to race back in London her next start because Flamborough's under lockdown in Hamilton. So I believe different horses. I said to you I'd rather not race her at London, but having said that, I think the equipment, the way we have her hung up, will be just enough where she'll get around London just fine. We will see this coming week. Spirit of Dio, big update on Spirit of Dio. She is, why is she not on my, oh, she is. Spirit of Dio has been in 205 and is very close to racing. I've been talking to Len Berg, who's been in touch with Julie Miller, and they like her very much. She's training down well, and I believe he gave me a date. They're looking to qualify her. It'll be in the next 2-3 weeks for Spirit of Dio. Stonebridge Simba is going to be out for another couple of weeks. So I'm going to give this guy lots of time. Just chill out. What's the point of having him back ready for the end of June or the middle of July or the middle of the 1st of August? Doesn't matter. It's the heat of the summer. It's going to be tough racing. Let's make sure he's fresh, sound, and ready to go when we get him racing. Timo Houdini, as I said, Ben unfortunately could not take the horse. We're looking for either alternatives or simply waiting it out till the 13th to race Timo Houdini. I know it's frustrating, but it's much like the lockdown in Flamborough. There's not much I can do about it. My hands are tied. We're trying to work around it as best we can. West 52nd is back training with Jim. I suspect to be ready to go in a month or so. I'll get an update strictly from him this week. I'll give him a call. White Tiger. Oh my God. There's no horse on earth I don't think has burned more money at the wickets than White Tiger. Favorite again the other night, I think, or one of them, and made a break for no particular reason. And I was a little concerned. I wanted to leave with him the other night, but he didn't want to leave. He just didn't want to get out of there. So I wasn't going to force him because I figured he could win that particular class from anywhere. So why force it? I drove him the way I did because that's how he was going to be driven the other night. It wasn't my plan. Somebody had asked me before the race, what do you think about Tiger? I'm going to leave with him. No, we're going up in behind the gate. He doesn't feel like he wants to get out of there. I'm not going to force him. And he ended up making a break coming out of the first turn. So 58-4. Just salt in the wounds, but I'm sure he'll be fine next week. And then Yes made a very I've said it before now, this is the third break of the year, so I guess it's not as uncharacteristic as I allude to it, but I think he's just a horse we're not going to be able to race 4 weeks in a row. I was very concerned after the race. Messaged Irv said that leg where that injury, where the injury is fine, there's not there. He said he thinks he's off a little bit left hind. Here's the thing I keep telling everybody that has this horse. When you jog him and train him, he's always looked uncomfortable left hind since the day we broke him. Is that lameness? Find it hard to believe he's been lame for 3 years. But I think it's just the way he trots. He interferes a little bit. Now, maybe he does have something going on in that left hind. I'm glad it's not that suspensory issue he had last year, so that's good. But for a horse to get pacey, swing to the pace from what I can see with my eyes, swing to the pace for a couple of strides down the backstretch, come back trotting, look like he was still going to get a chunk, and then run coming out of the last turn, that's not Yes. That's not Yes. So Irv said he's going to get him looked at this week and make sure he's 100% when he's ready to go next. So that is all of our racehorses. Another little update. Capistrano, as I said 2 weeks ago, is in full. Our broodmares is in full to lather up, and I have confirmation that Stolen Dance is in full to Uncle Peter. So 2 of our 3 mares we sent down are in full already. Hopefully Muscle Chrome will be shortly behind them, and then that will be a full slate for the season. Dewey Ann will give birth in end of May, I would imagine, middle of May, end of May, and then we're going to skip a year with Dewey Ann. So that is it. That's all your horses. Some bonus updates for the broodmares. Oh, it's pouring rain. I'm just going to check out a few horses at the barn, make sure they ate, make sure everything was good, and then I am done for the day also. Rotten day. So, a good day at the track last night. We're off today except for the Gray is the New Red, racing at Northfield Park. Hopefully we can build on Saturday. Friday was a disaster. Thursday and Saturday were great bookends to a disastrous Friday. But hopefully we can build on that. So good luck to our clients. I believe War We Welcome, 9-hole, but Indigo Monday. So we'll see how she does this week. Take care.